What's up guys, it's Cat Production 72 and welcome to a very exciting review. First time doing a 2024 set. We have set 75372 Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack released in January of this year, retailing for $24.99 in the UK or $30 US. This set is amazing despite your opinions on things like helmet holes, prints, and things like that. This set does exactly what it says on the tin. This set is a brilliant army builder for both your clones and battle droids, which is something Lego has never really given us one set that does both. So this is kind of its own category. It's kind of comparable in a way, like price-wise, to the 2020 501st Battle Pack from 4 years ago. So yeah, but this is a really cool model we're gonna get, or set rather, we're gonna get into this. It has really cool minifigures. In fact, this set spoils you with 9 minifigures. You get a shock trooper, you get 3 phase 2 clone troopers, 2 battle droids, 3 super battle droids. This set has it all. Clones, vehicles. You even get an Aktara droid. I think I'm saying that right. This set is exactly what I wanted in a Lego Star Wars set for years, and Lego has finally gone and done something like that, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see that Lego are still giving us clone sets into 2024, and hopefully it continues. So, having a look at the box here, pretty nice. We're going to got a Battle of Christopsis type thing going on here. We've got your minifigures down here, like I said, Shock Trooper, Clone Troopers, Battle Droids, Super Battle Droids. You've got some nice kind of battle going on, some stuff for the droids. Really cool vehicle wise. You've got the same kind of Christopsis art on the back, which is kind of reminiscent of like 2008 and 2009, with the AAT and Republic Attack Shuttle boxes. That's what that's put me in mind of here. But this is pretty cool. You got your you got the Shock Trooper up there used for scale, but it's a really cool build. They section it into kind of 2 categories. You've got your Republic stuff, then you get its own kind of build for the Aktara droid, which is pretty cool. But let's jump into those minifigures. Some of these minifigures are some of my favourites so far this year, so let's jump into them in order of the box. So of course, going in order of the box, we have the Shock Trooper, which is a minifigure. It came out last year. It was in the Republic gunship, the Coruscant Guard version. People did have mixed opinions on this minifigure, but I don't have a problem with it. I've not bought that set yet, but I've now got a couple of these Shock Troopers, which is great because Lego has not had Shock Troopers be affordable for well over a decade. The last time that they were affordable was in 2007 in the Battle Pack. There's the 2014 ones, and those are worth, like, the value of 2 of these sets is how much that minifigure's worth at this point. So it's nice to get these cheaply. Yes, they have what people are calling helmet warts. I really don't have a problem with them. I mean, Lego is never 100% accurate anyway. Yes, they could have done it better. People are always going to complain, but it's not a problem. If you're going to remove the helmet, you will find the standard Clone Trooper head they've been using since 2020. It is a really cool minifigure. And, this, when I saw this set, the first thought in my head was, see if they'd swapped this out for a gunner. The minifigures would have been the ideal kind of remake of the 2009 Clone Walker Battle Pack, but in phase 2. But I don't like the inclusion of the Shock Trooper, and he's one of the only clone troopers released in the last 4 years that has got to go into another set, because the original 501st Troopers and Jet Trooper have not. None of the 501st Specialists have reappeared. The new 332nds have not appeared in another set. The original one hasn't. The 187th hasn't, the 212 hasn't, so it's one of those ones that's like, this is one of the first clone troopers to actually get moved into a new set. So that's kind of cool. Let's jump on to the Phase 2 clone trooper. So a highly anticipated minifigure from Lego, a minifigure that we have not seen since 2014. It took them 9 years. Last time he was in a microfighter, and those weren't exactly designed to be army builders, but this is great, to have these again. Again, people will complain about the helmets. Has the same head as the Shock Trooper, as you would expect with it being a clone trooper. But this is cool. You do get 3 of them, so when you're amassing these sets, you do get to build up your grunt army, which is cool, because it's been a while since we've been able to army build those plain white clones. The last time we were able to amass plain white clone troopers was probably around 2018, but even those, given they were in the Jedi Clone Trooper Battle Pack, were not amassable. So it's nice to have, plain white non-Legion clones that we can army build. These are amazing minifigures, if you ask me. I love these, and I can't wait to get more of these. I think in total I now have 9 of them, and I'm not stopping there. Let's jump into the B1 Battle Droid, the least exciting figure in this whole set. So here we are. A figure whose mould has not changed since 1999. He has had one update in 25 years, being he got the straight arm, right? The Battle Droid, You do get 2 of them in this set, but the other one has 2 of the bent arms, you know, and the gun on the back so you can pilot the stat. Other than, drop it, well done me. He is exactly the same as this Battle Droid. It's a standard Battle Droid. You don't pick up this set really for these. It's the Super Battle Droids, you know, are one of the main draws in this set. There's nothing wrong with the Battle Droid. I mean, it's a good minifigure. I have plenty of these. It's great if you don't have any of these, kind of builds up the Separatists, but you know, the B2s is kind of where it's at, and the B2 Battle Droid is actually my second favourite figure you get in this set. Let's jump into those. So, making its triumphant return after 9 years of not being in a LEGO set. I only noticed a couple of years ago these were no longer in LEGO sets. It's always the B1 that you would get. This is a brand new mould for the torso area of the B2. The arms and the legs, as far as I'm aware, are the ones that they've been using, you know, the grey mould that they come up with in 2007. But, you know, obviously there was a blue one before that in 2002, but, you know, different colours. This is great to have these, and they're massable as well, because the last time these were in the 2015 Hellfire Droid, so very happy to have these in a way that I can get a majority of them. Again, like the Phase 2, I have 9 of these, and I'm really happy, you know, a cheap way to bulk up the Separatist Android army. This set is really doing well for me, and I like the fact that we get these. I like the fact that they're the Episode 2 kind of Revenge of the Sith versions that don't have the rocket arms. Rocket arm ones are cool, but I like these a bit more. You get 3 of them, which is great. Let's jump into the builds. So as far as builds go, this set does not disappoint. 1 or 2 of them aren't the best, but they are still pretty good builds, and you do get like a bit of variety. It's nice that they didn't just throw the droids in with, you know, like a Republic tank or some big silly AT-RT. They actually made very small builds, and I did forget this little crate. Silly me, but I like that they've done this. So let's jump in with the Republic stuff with the speeder, the box, and the little cannon. So these are your Republic builds. So first off, I need to point out this box does actually have something inside it. We'll get this one out of the way quick. And you do get a spare one of these. That is my favourite thing about this set, is you get a spare thermal detonator. These are cool pieces. You know, and you can use them for all sorts of things, so it's nice that LEGO gives you another one. It's kind of like box rattling in there. But it's nice that you get a spare one, so me having bought quite a few of these, I have quite a lot of those little thermal detonators now. You know, I just give them to the clone troopers. But the builds that are cool here, and people have, you know, been hating on them a bit, is the little turret and the speeder, because these are near enough remakes of what you got in the very first battle packs from 2007. The only thing that would make this entire set near enough an exact copy, if one of the Phase 2s had been an updated Star Corps trooper, then it would have been perfect. But starting off with the cannon, it's alright. I mean, you can actually take these shields off, right? These little shield pieces. And you could give them to the clone troopers to act as riot shields, which I think is actually pretty cool. You know, clip that in there. You know, you've got a bit of a riot cone, which I do like that it can do that. You do get other clips inside the shield, behind them, rather, that you can see here, which you could, you know, you could take like a blaster from one of the clone troopers and just shove it in there. You know, it works pretty well. I'll just give you a little demonstration of that. Yep. There you go. Shoving your blaster, and yes, it's the stud shooter. I'm just happy they don't give that many figures. Let's fire it. That actually landed on a plate. Wow. An unintentional perfect aim. So I'll have to go find that later, but it's an alright build. It's what it is. Does put me in mind as well as the 2011 Mandalorian Battle Pack build. So what we're going to do is we're going to shove a clone trooper on that. You know, just you would have to put him behind like this. He can't really hold on to it. It's not really something he's able to do, unfortunately, so he would have to stand behind that. So we'll just shove him there, you know, standing behind it. Minifigure stiff because it's brand new. There you go. There you go. Well done, me. But you get the point, you know, he can just stand behind the turret and shoot. The speeder, though, is the closest thing to recreation. I really like the speeder. It doesn't just remind me of the one from the 2007 Battle Pack. It's also reminiscent. If you guys, this one's a little bit more obscure. The 2003 AT-TE has a little speeder like this included. I think of that as well. So it works just as you'd expect. So we're going to take the 2 Phase 2 clone troopers that we have left. You know, you do get this little bit at the back, which is cool. You don't get guns on the speeder, but you take the clone troopers' guns I suppose you would use the smaller Lego Clone Troopers gun for it. But you get the idea. I'll just take that off to show you 100%. But that's how you would shove that in. So you know the Clone Trooper at the back can have some. You know, you can shoot at the Octara droid or the Stap, which is included in the set, which is one of my favourite things in this set. Has to be the Stap. But you know, you can put your two Clone Troopers in there, and you can have them flying along, trying to. And you know, this bit can fall. This bit is fragile. I will point that out. But you know, you can have flying around, kind of very swooshable. I do like that about it. So that is all great. Republic side, you do get some decent builds, but again, a battle pack is never going to be about the builds. It's always going to be about the minifigures. But this one does have cool builds. Let's move on to the Separatists. So you do get a small build with the Separatists to kind of make it even. You get a Stap. Has the clear stand. That I really like. I mean, I love it when they do things like that in LEGO Star Wars. This bit can move up and down. It's got the kind of... I like how they've got, like, most Stap models, I think, if not all of them, have those little megaphones there, and I think that is actually pretty cool. So, the way that you get the droid to hold on to the Stap without it falling, the space plate is slightly uneven. I've tried fixing it. This will be a problem. You take the one that has the blaster on his back. Now, the set does include an extra straight arm in case you want him to, you know, not be on the Stap and hold the blaster normally. So, again, this is a bit finicky to put on, but once you get it on there, you have a battle droid riding a Stap, which is pretty cool. Something we saw a lot in Clone Wars. We saw in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So, you know, and itself, you know, you can have it having a bit of a fight with the speeder, you know, kind of, you know, you use your imagination, but pretty cool. Now, the big build of this set, and something I'm happy LEGO did again, first one in 10 years, I'm even more happy that it's not in the Utapau kind of Trade Federation colours. It's in the blue Clone Wars Separatist colours. This, for those of you who might not know, this is an Octara droid. Or Octara droid. I'm not too sure the pronunciation on that one's a bit funny. This is cool. I love the colour scheme. You know, the build itself, you know, quite strong. You can put a bit of pressure on that. You know, the legs are kind of, you can adjust the legs, you know, move them around. It's pretty cool. It's got 3 of them, of course. That dome piece will fall off, and it does reveal something. They actually put little brains inside of this, which I really do like. And, you know, you can just clip that piece back. It isn't, yeah, it can come off quite easily, but, you know, kind of pick it up like this, and you shouldn't have that problem. It does have flick fire missiles. This is the second set I've bought within the space of a year that has these. You may remember the TIE Bomber from last year had them as well. So I like how flick fire missiles are making a comeback to LEGO Star Wars, because that was a big part of LEGO Star Wars when I was a kid. The head does spin round, it has the multiple eyes of the cannons. We'll try flicking a flick fire missile, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that alone felt nostalgic. That was pretty cool. You know, fire off one of these flick fire missiles. One problem the old one had is when you spun the head, the missiles would go with it. This one does not have that problem. You know, it's pretty cool. It is a small scale, one of these, but I'm just happy that we finally have it in a different colour scheme. So, really no complaints from me. It's probably the coolest build you could possibly put in a battle pack. And of course, at the end of this, we will discuss, is this a battle pack? But let's jump on to those instructions. Of which there is 2, as I previously mentioned. So, we do have the one that kind of builds up your battle droid, your Stap, and the Republic stuff. And of course, the Power droid gets its own one. You know, there are those dull render instructions I've been getting for the last couple of years. Shows you a build at the end of this one. You open up this one. There is 3 bags to this build. You get this. Literally, we only got 2 sets in this January wave, which to me feels kind of weird. You know, shows you your end picture. And that little dot that goes across the line is still there. But, you know, I just find it weird that that's all we got in January was 2 sets this year. But your standard instructions. Let's move on to the outro. So, what is my overall opinion? And yes, I would rather have the box at the intros of the set rather than the set. This set for the price, £25 essentially, right? You know, to buy 4 of these, it's 100. But that's the same, it's better than what you got with the 501st Battle Pack from 4 years back. The value's definitely better. Think about it, if LEGO, let's see, they're charging nearly £20 for a single Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Just for example, you know, this is one of the current Clone Battle Packs. This is nearly 20. So, and you're only getting 4 Clone Troopers on a Storm Speeder, but for the extra £5, you are technically getting your 4 clones, and it's better than the battle packs. None of them are named. They're actually unlike because there's 2 battle packs. currently available at the time of recording, the 504 Specialist one and the 332nd one, those are not really army buildable. One has Vong in it, the other one has Specialists. So this has army buildable troopers in it, army buildable droids, builds that you, I mean, for the most part, with the Separatists, I would not get bored of Aktara droids. Like, I have built all three, and I'll probably continue to build them as I buy this set. Then for that extra £5, you're essentially getting quite, I'd say you're getting your money's worth. So this set, is it a battle pack? Considering the battle pack prices are now close to what this is, I mean, I'm going to call it one of those super battle packs, but do I recommend this set 100%, even if you only buy one or two? Obviously, I don't see myself stopping even at 4 with these, and that will reflect in my clone and droid army videos this year, but I recommend this set. I'm giving it 9 out of 10. The one thing I would have liked if one of the Phase 2s had been a Star Corps clone trooper. Basically, what I'm getting is the original set had the Star Corps, two Phase 2s, and, you know, a shock trooper. Basically, if we could have got a remake of this minifigure, that would have been, it would have been a near enough successor to that original battle pack, which would have been kind of cool. Lego don't really remake battle packs. There's only been one time that happened, and they remade the dropship battle pack. But anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you very much for watching. For anyone wondering, I'm not reviewing the Young Jedi set. I've not bought it. I don't want to buy it, because I only review sets that I like. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys next week, because I'm planning to do that Indiana Jones Wave review from last year. So, see you guys in that video. Thank you very much for watching.